What's up, guys? And I've got a cool video today. We are looking at all the D23 updates. So yesterday we were at Disney Springs picking up the new Shimmering Skies set, but we woke up to a lot of awesome information. So I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to Inkborn Heroes for putting out some really cool graphics that I'll be using on this video, pretty much highlighting all the big announcements at D23. Now, I've been trying to scour everywhere to get as much information as I can. So if I missed anything, please leave it down in the comments. What were some of the other announcements that maybe weren't included in here? But this is a lot, guys, and I'm so excited about it. Let's jump into it. All right, so the first one I want to jump into is about the tournament stuff. So I know a lot of people have been traveling around to the DLCs. We've got a lot of people who are qualified for the championships, whether that's North America or the EU championships, and they announced where these will be held, and that's kind of what we guessed on the podcast a little while back. They're going to be at the parks. So for over in the European Championship, it's going to be at Disneyland Paris. And over here in North America, it's going to be at Disneyland California over in Anaheim. So again, two really big spots to do that. But the World Championships are going to be held at Walt Disney World. This is something that we just kind of assumed or guessed would happen. I mean, it's kind of weird to have a Disney game and have all these championships and not have them have something at the big parks, especially here at Disney World in Orlando. And that is where the World Championships are going to be held. They also showcase some of the exclusive cards that are coming out there. And we've got the Continental Championship, going to be a whole new world. This art is beautiful. It's sad that a lot of people won't be able to have this or use this, but I would have loved to have this card. Just only got to do one DLC. So maybe next year. But the most important thing is, what do you get if you win this thing? And that is a 1-of-1 golden BLT Mickey. Now, I think this is really cool that it says 1-of-1. It says champion, this is really cool, but I do wish this was a different card. The only reason I say that is we already have golden Mickeys. Yes, this is slightly different. It's 1-of-1. But I wish it would have been different in some way, either different art or, a different character, a different card, but it's cool. Either way, I'm not jealous at all. Yeah, I'm very, very jealous I don't have a Mickey, but this card is going to be one of those really, really insane cards to own, whoever takes down this whole championship. All right, so next up on the list, going from competitive over to something more casual, and they talked about Disney Lorcana Quest. So again, if you guys haven't already seen the new game that's come out, I mean, it's Lorcana, but it does feel different, like a board game. I am working on a video for that product, showing it off, playing it, all that good stuff. But with that being said, this is one of those things where Lorcana is trying to continue to make this, or Ravensburger is trying to continue to make this a family-friendly game, things that you can do even if you're not super competitive. And this is what they're looking at. So I did find this one comment over on Facebook from someone who was there and said pretty much Rachel talked about it as more social way to play, more activity based. You mentioned co-op, PvE, but also taking the cards and going to the park and getting them signed by characters. So if you guys don't know, I actually go to Disney World a lot with my family, and my daughter loves to get the cards signed. We've got several cards signed in the past. But Lorcana is now going to make specific cards like this Mickey here, where it has a space to get signed. This is actually really cool because one of the things when you take the cards right now to the park, some of the characters sign over the text of the card. Some of them sign over the artwork of the card. It's just not really great. But in this case, you actually do have an area to get them signed. And again, maybe you take these to the events and you get the artists to sign in there and things like that too. But it is pretty cool. And I am curious, like, what cards will be this way, if it's just going to be a handful, if they'll make one of every single character, or how that's going to happen. But this is really cool. A promo type card where you can get it signed by the characters. All right, now the reason you're probably here on this video is the roadmap. These guys have been thinking about Lorcana for a while, and we've got a roadmap going into 2026. Talking about that roadmap, we've got some spoilers for 2025 and 2026. So in 2025, Rescue Rangers are coming. So if you're like me, you grew up during the whole, era of Disney cartoons, the Saturday morning cartoons and things like that. You've got Rescue Rangers coming. And if you're a little older than that, maybe you watched that terrifying Disney movie, The Black Cauldron. Yeah, they are coming to the game. The Horn King coming in. Those are going to be some really cool cards. And I'm really interested to see with Black Cauldron, are they going to bring back Brooms? Is this where Brooms is going to be good? We're going to have the Sorcerers, Merlin, Mim, the Horn King, all of those guys kind of being in that area. So who knows? Maybe we'll get some really cool cards there. And then looking at 2026, the one character, the one princess my daughter always asks if she has a card is Pocahontas, and she's finally coming to Lorcana. Now I know a lot of people are more excited about the other one, which is Pixar. Pixar has so many properties that can come into Lorcana. There's always been that question of how are they going to do it when we have cards like Toy Story or Up or Nemo, right? Will they stay that 3D animated style, or are they going to come down to 2D animated style? So I'm excited to see what those look like in 2026. All right, and the last thing I want to show on this video from D23 was some spoilers for set 6. Now, I know set 5 literally just dropped yesterday at the parks and LGSs, and we're going to have it at the big box stores in 2 weeks, but they're already spoiling it, and it's all about the pirates. If you haven't seen, these cards are crazy, and we'll be breaking them down on a podcast later this week, but the pirates look good. Donald Duck at 3. If there's another pirate, it'll tap for 3. That could be insane with a hook into Smee, into Donald. Yeah, Steel Emerald Pirates. Let's go. Let's go. So we'll have to see. There's a lot of really cool stuff that was going on at D23 with Ravensburger and Disney. So we'll have to break more of that down later this week, but I wanted to get this video out. And like I said, we were at Disney Springs yesterday for the release. So we're going to have a video coming out on Monday of our experience. We bumped into a lot of awesome people, a lot of other content creators. We got to chat with them, see what their thoughts were on the next set. We even got to open some packs, and there was a good hit within that pack. So yeah, just wait for that video on Monday. So make sure, if you haven't already done it, hit the subscribe, hit the bell so it'll let you know when that video goes live on Monday. We appreciate everything you guys have done. So definitely leave a comment down below. What are you most excited about as it comes to Disney Lorcana in the next couple years of that roadmap? So appreciate you guys, and until next time, I'll take it easy.